Boom, we're live. How you
Yes,
doing? What do
sir.
you want to do? Let's
Happy Wednesday. Happy
go.
Wednesday,
Happy
my brother.
Wednesday.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Noah, it is great to see your face, I'll tell you.
It's great to see you, Nikki. Great to see you, my brother.
My man, I've been very reflective lately,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll tell you what, dang, do I appreciate you, and do I appreciate Jordan? I have used so many things this year that I have learned from y'all, and having this is so cool. It's been so helpful for me.
That's awesome, bro. Dude, amazing, man. I'm very glad to hear. Very glad to hear.
Let's go! Super excited. Let me tell these people that I'm live.
Yep, for
They're
sure,
gonna
brother.
love it. They're gonna love it.
Nick, it's been very beneficial for me as well. I'm still hunting for the right lead manager, but goodness, man, it's awesome, man, and I couldn't imagine what everybody else is able to take away from it as well.
We live, baby. Fair. Oh, I actually did. I made a hire this morning. Not a hire. I made a. I'll tell you what. No, I made a little move in my business this morning. I
Mm-hmm.
gave my assistant a new responsibility, and I think it's going to be really major. I'm really happy I did it. I think he's going to be better at it than me. You know what I'm not great at, and I have no idea why, is like I'm not. They send for these the cold call company. They send a report at each day.
Mm-hmm.
I hate looking at that thing. I hate talking on WhatsApp. I just hate like
Yeah.
I think that's some real goy shit. I ain't be doing that. I'm not doing that's some real lame stuff. I'm not doing that. You know who's doing that? Adnan for me now. My
Adnan. There you go. Simple as that.
assistant. And it's like, bro, it's like, Adnan, I'm not talking to any of these people anymore. I'm done with it. Like, if I have to yell, I'll yell. Other than that, I don't want to communicate.
Mhm.
Talk to them every day. Any day that they're not at least 2 leads a day, yell at them. And then by the end of every week, we have 4 callers. We need from that company. If there's not 40 leads by the end of the week, alert me, and then like you need to be screaming at them throughout the week,
Mhm.
like and keep me updated every Friday. Check in with, tell me how it went, and if we're at our thing, and how many times you yelled. And if you've yelled more than twice, now I'll call them and I'll yell. If you haven't had to yell more than once, I won't have to do anything. And I'm going to check,
Yep.
and then I don't have to think about it.
Yep. That's a good call, man. That's
Am
a
I
great
am I
call.
silly that I haven't done that before? Like I already paid this assistant. How easy would that be? It would be like 2 seconds a day. Who cares?
Right. No, literally, dude. Yeah, he's got to be checking them, getting on him every single day. Dude, I told him the other day. I said, "Hey, I know you guys can make way more dials than that. That means you're just sitting in the chair letting it run." And then the next day they did. So it's
Oh,
yeah. I mean, if they're not hitting their quota, they need to sit in the chair longer. So
beast. Yo, did you hear this comment right there?
I'm
Nick
reading it.
PC, I started wholesaling in September. This month, I have 100K in the pipeline closing January. I attribute me being able to learn so quickly largely to you guys. Couldn't be more grateful. My brother, let's
Let's go,
go.
man. He
That's
shows
so
up every week.
cool.
He does. He shows up
Every
every
week,
week.
dude. 100 racks January. That is bananas. That's so cool, and it's less than you deserve. So keep pushing. That's really
Yes,
what I
sir,
mean.
brother.
That I mean that. Let's go. That is so cool. Pinkest home buyers in the building. They know that's really fly, man. I'm real happy for you. You should be real proud. That's super cool.
That's cool, man. For sure. For sure.
Let's go.
Whatever you're doing, keep doing it, bro. Keep doing it, man.
Keep ripping, bro. That is baller. I love that.
Yeah,
You're crushing it,
congratulations,
dude.
man. Congratulations. Hey, any advice I have for your first this is you just started, I would assume it's around your first 100 grand wholesaling. Don't blow it all. Don't go testable. Here's what I did. I blew it all. I tested as many things as I possibly could. I said, well, what if I try this? 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 No. Stay laser focused. Keep the money in the business account. Don't take any of it home. Keep it in the business account. Put it right back into exactly what worked. And here's another thing about scaling. When you make a change in your business, you have to sit on that for a while and collect data. What I did,
Yup.
I'm going to make this change and this change and this change and this change. Okay, everything's all jacked up. What was the problem? I don't know because I made so many changes.
Bro, that is so real. And I think, why do we all do this? I did the same thing. Why do we all
Oh, for sure, man. For
It's
sure,
so
bro.
silly. But we all do that. We all do that. It's very valid.
That's right.
Very valid. And it's tough because, and I think I saw George Beatty talk about this on Twitter this week, and I saw Jordan Santiago also talk about it on Twitter this week. But money is a lagging indicator also. So, like, when you make a change, you're not going to find out really financially what that change meant for months.
Yep.
Months. So you got to be ready for that.
That's right, dude. That is a very powerful phrase, especially in this business, man. It's the truth. When you start cold call, bro, it's like you better not give up in the first 3 months because, dude, you
How many? Six.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. You keep it going because, dude,
it's a 6-month commitment.
Oh, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. It's gotta be
easily.
If you want to see results, the best results you can. You're gonna get leads now that are gonna pay you 50 in 3 months. 3 to 6 months.
It's really true. But you know what's a scam? Bro, I'll tell you what, there are deals that they come in and you just get them with cold call. Like, there are motivated people too. And like with inbound marketing, they're not all hot, ready to go. Even some of them, it takes forever. There's title issues that make it come forever. So like, bro, just get them leads and get them cheap.
That's for sure.
Let's go.
My closer just told me last night, he said, bro, like, a couple of these Facebook leads are really like laydowns, but dude, the rest of them, I have to fight. Like the same as cold call, I have to fight with them. And I'm like, bro, exactly. Like, it don't matter. I said, dude, we will never. I say never. We will never stop cold calling because it's evergreen, bro. It's just going to continue.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And I just made a video on Instagram. I was reacting to Ryan Pineda saying, I'm not going to hire a virtual assistant and do cold calling and the regulations and this and that. And I said, hey, here's what I think about this. We wouldn't be closing over $100,000 from 2 deals alone if we weren't cold calling this month. So it's like, come on.
Can I say another thing?
Yeah.
Not to rock the boat. It's me rock. It's me really rock this boat. My biggest deals this year have all been from cold call. My biggest spreads, and y'all know I was spending that internet money, you heard. But my biggest spreads have been cold call. I just assigned the deal the other day, 43. Cold call.
Oh, cold call, bro. What kind of return is that? That's unbelievable.
I'm delighted. And I'm like, what the heck? I did another 50 piece earlier this year. Now that one I chopped in half. I only made 25 on it, but still, like, I've done a couple in the 20s, a number of them in the 20s. So
yeah,
I've done some smaller ones too that didn't pan out how I thought, but the potential was there at least. I like cold call, man. It's banging.
Exactly, bro. Nick, I guess a piece of advice that I took from you, I eventually took from you, was quit settling for these tiny deals. I can't express how much that alone changed my business because then I said, oh my gosh, after I finally broke through I'm going to make as much money as I can. It doesn't matter how small. After I broke through that limiting belief and then started to understand, dude, wait, I can make as much money as I want to, as I decide to. Then I said, hey, guys, minimum deal, 40. Let's see what we can do from there. Our average assignment fee, at least this quarter, got to be pretty close to 40.
Wow, that's really fire, bro. Beast.
It's nuts.
Heck yeah. And I think that's so cool that you made that switch. And it's funny, and I knew you needed to make that switch because I was once you at that time, and I needed to make that switch. And I'll always actually remember how it felt when I made that switch. And I had heard so many people say, Nick, it's just a mindset. It's just a mindset. And I thought that was such a dorky sentence to say. Like, those are just, as Alex Hormozy would say, mouth words. Like, shut up. What does that even mean? But it really is. Like, once my mind flipped, I realized, oh, wow. No. That was so silly before. Bro. So you can't. So everybody in the chat, anyone listening, or if you play this back, No $5,000 deals. That's it. You can't be going after these sellers making 5 pieces. You don't want to be a 5K loser. If you dispo someone's deal and you make 5K, but the total assignment was bigger than 5K, whatever, bro, that's fine. I'm not gonna knock that for anything. You didn't really do anything, so knock yourself out. Get that 5K, my boy. But like, if you're actually putting work, talking to sellers, this and that, no.
Yeah.
Don't do any deal. The total assignment in the deal has got to be bigger.
Yep.
Oh, everybody! My daughter's here. Hi, honey bunny.
Hey.
Hi, pretty princess.
That's cool, man. Dude, that's cool, bro. That's Daisy's gonna have that same color hair.
Oh my God, God bless you. Yo, you and I really crushing, bro. How beautiful is that haircut? The little redhead or like the little dirty blonde, the redhead. Oh, it's the cutest, man. Yes, we're doing very well. I like.
Yeah, that's right, man. Hey, another cool thing from these calls. Am I cutting out for you?
No, you were before. Now you're Crystal.
Okay. Another cool thing. That dude that commented a week or two ago, and he said, "Hey, I have a deal in Dayton," and I said, "Bro, I'll get it sold." We were able to get that sold within like 48 hours. Got it closed Monday.
Wait, Nick?
Yeah.
Beast.
Is that who?
Nick PC?
Wasn't Nick?
Or was it Pink? Or was it Pinkest Home Buyers?
No, I don't know if it's somebody in here right now. I have to check the name of the
DMs. Never mind. From last week to today. Oh, so you made a deal. You're doing a deal from doing this pod.
Yeah, we're closing it Monday. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's cool. No, yeah, it wasn't Nick PC's, but somebody said, "Hey, I have a deal in Dayton." I said, "Dude, I got buyers out the wazoo in Dayton, brother. You send it over. Got to move to 48 hours." Oh.
Dang right. If you got a deal, one of us will help you move it. Depending on the area, there's a different person to send it to. Let's go. If you get anything out there, let me tell you what, this guy over here, Noah, he's going to sling it. He's going to sling it in 2 seconds. You can just turn your brain off. Just turn your brain off. That's a wrap. He's going to get it done.
Go get the next one. Go get the next one.
Go get that next one. Let's go. That's amazing, bro. It's so cool to see all the boys getting it. I love it. All right, man. So Pinkest Home Buyers did a $35K assignment off a realtor that he used to work with when he was a chef.
Dude,
paid him $8,000, which means, dude, your profit was over 25 G's, no cost of contract. You're a shark. Let's go. Round of applause. I love it. I love
congratulations, Pinkest.
Congrats. And agent relationships are where it's at. They are the gift that keeps giving. I mean it. He also he does a lot of shit boxes, and check this out. Just like we were talking, we do a lot of Detroit shit boxes. When we see a potential 5K deal, we just try to get the house for free, and try to up the assignment. Boom. You know what? I love that. Why wouldn't they just give it to you? Whatever it takes. I like that. I like that. Ooh, and Noah is gone. And that's all right. That's all right. It's just yours truly. What do you want to do? But yeah, I like that. Yeah, you got to bump that up. No 5 pieces. No 5 pieces. The reason why I think 5 pieces is super bad is because they take a lot of bandwidth, bro. The most difficult deals to do are the 5K deals or the small assignment deals. For whatever reason, they're always the difficult ones to get to the closing table. They're very, very stressful because there's no room in the deal. My true belief, not to get too spiritual and crazy, I think the reason it's like that is because the real estate gods are punishing you because the seller is making too much money. The seller is not supposed to make that much money, so the real estate gods punish you for going against their nature. That's why these $5,000 deals are so difficult to get to the closing table. If you're really running a lick on this seller, it's always easy to get to the closing table because that's how much they should have gotten. The universe is happy with you. You're going with the universe, not against it. That's really what I think. That's why the big deals, they close easy. The small ones are tough because small ones, you're being a bad boy. But you're being a bad boy. Don't do that. I mean that. I'm crazy now. Noah is back. What do you want to do?
Oh, that's funny, man. Good philosophical real estate.
Ooh, Nick PC goes, Noah's course on school is a hidden gem too. I implemented some of the Clark method on appointment calls, and it really improved my appointment set rate. Let's go, bro. I gotta check out your school.
Bro, you gotta join. Here's another thing. I'm dropping a YouTube video today. Here, this is cool. I one call closed a seller last night live. I got on the phone. I only call I made it in a few weeks, right? But it was a Facebook lead, but it wasn't even a Facebook lead. Like, they commented on the ad. They didn't go through a form. And this was like, they commented a couple weeks ago, and I was just like looking at this. I was like, what we got here? And I reached out to him. I was like, what's your phone number? And called him and closed in one call, bro. And
Get out. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. And dude, I used the framework, and I annotated the video last night explaining and showing me go through the framework live. Dude, it's awesome. It's awesome. You're going to like it. You'll want to watch it, bro. You'll like it.
Bro, I got to watch it. I got to check out your school.
Yeah, you do. Hop in. Make a little comment in there. They'll love it.
Yeah, let's go. I love you on the YouTube. You're born for YouTube. It's gonna be so good. Stay consistent. Ooh, Nathaniel O'Hare. Hey, bro. My name's Nate. I'm an insurance agent in Philly. I've been watching your podcast and stuff. What's a good way to contact? To more, DM me on Instagram. My G, thank you so much for tuning into everything. I appreciate it a ton. I hope you find it valuable. DM me on the gram.
Yes, sir. You're the right hand.
Oh, Pincus Home Buyers. How deep is your cold call qualification process? We train our own. We have 3 full-time right now to basically get 3 questions answered. So I guess what he's saying is they have 3 questions. 1, are you the owner? 2, are you interested in selling? And 3, why do you want to sell?
If I would tweak that at all, your cold caller doesn't need to ask why they want to sell. That's more of a relationship building conversation. They don't need to build a relationship with the cold caller. Goodness, it's a little more in depth than I would like it to be. When I hire cold callers and train them on my own, I said, hey, ask them, hey, do you want to hear an offer? How much do you want for it? When's a good time to call you back? But that didn't go well for me. I didn't like it. Goodness. I don't know. I don't know the script they use. I don't listen to their call recordings. We just get the leads and close them. But I know that they're not just sending any whack job through. But I also don't think it's important that your cold callers ask why they want to sell.
All right. You know what? This is how I think about it. I don't think it matters what they say. I don't think you're looking for much with these cold call leads. You're looking to get people that will just raise their hand. And that's it. And any other data that they can get, bang in. That's amazing. This is my second cold call agency that I have gone through. And I've also managed them myself. And I think it's all the same result for the most part. They're going to tell you things. The things are going to be right. They're not going to be right. These are cheap leads. Most of them, I think, are going to be half of them are going to just not even be real. They're going to be just garbage. And they're going to be unqualified in 2 seconds anyway. So bro, you're looking for hand raisers. Knock yourself out. And then decide one parameter that makes the most sense for you that they do, that you would ideally like to know. Yeah, they want to sell it, but they don't want to sell it for a whole year. I don't care about that person, and make sure that just, all right, this person wants to sell. All right, send me everyone that wants to sell within 6 months or less, basically. Maybe you want to do that. Or what George Beatty does, he only has one question other than do they want to sell, really, that he cares about at all. The rest of it is knock yourself out. This is a fucking cold caller. Who gives a shit what they say? But he wants to know, do you want to sell? Number 1. And number 2, does your house need any repairs? And that's it. If your house doesn't need any repairs, he doesn't want to talk to you. That's his business model. But it's very simple. Very simple. You don't need to train these people to be tip-top Magoo. You need to train them to call and do you want to sell? Does it need any repairs? Or do you want to sell? How soon do you want to sell? Oh, I don't want to sell for another year. Okay, I'm not passing this through.
Yep.
If you were spending your time really making these people have to think when they're on the phone, these cold callers, I think you're going to be cooked. Yeah. I think what a terrible, why are you doing that? I think Not that what you're thinking is doing is bad. I think like those 3 questions are fine. Knock yourself out. I just wouldn't get harped on them, I guess. So forgive me for being so long-winded, but I think, and also I think asking the owner though, I think is a bad thing. I actually think that's really bad. Never ask, always assume, because
Yeah.
if you're asking like, oh, hey, is this so and so? Like if you call me, and at least in my market, in the Philly market, you're just not allowed to do that. You can't ask if it's like they're gonna say, yeah, why are you playing on my phone? I'm gonna hang up. Like if you call me and ask if you're talking to the right person, I'm immediately wall up. I don't like, what's up? That's really weird. So and I've seen a lot of content around it that backs up my initial thoughts as well. So that's the only thing I would say. Get that they're the right assume they're the right person. Do you want to sell? And then one other thing that's valuable to you.
Now that's Nick. That's the only other thing I was thinking. Hey, you can shorten up the intro. You don't have to ask, is this the owner? They just know it's the owner. If not, whatever, hang up anyway. But maybe get you an extra couple leads a month.
Yeah, exactly. Nick PC says that's the truth. Nick said ignore the notes and just call a couple episodes ago. I tried it and I've been doing it ever since, and just building rapport, and it's been much better. Yeah, bro, you wanna this is my belief. I want to trust the word of someone in Egypt getting $5 an hour. Are you chopped? I'm not trusting anything. I'm just calling. They're in the CRM. I'm going to call. I'm amazed at how often it's right. Like really, but like but my expectations are on the floor. My only expectations are, can they spot a hand raiser? And that like any idiot can do that. So that's why I feel comfortable.
Yeah. No, 100%, man. That's dude, my rules for my guys, you don't read notes until they're on the line.
Facts.
That's it. And then at that point, you're just going to find out by talking to them anyway. But yeah. If you're reading the notes before calling the lead, you're simply wasting time. And who are you to judge based off of a couple notes if this is going to be a deal or not?
Facts. Yeah, who are you to judge? I really mean it. That's good. I like that a lot.
Hey!
He's
Look
here.
at him.
What's up, fellas? What's going on?
My boy, how we living?
Good, bro. Busy. How about you guys?
Busy.
Don't let me interrupt the flow. What do we got going on? Keep doing your thing.
No, you're not interrupting anything. You popped in. I finished my sentence, my little John, and then you just popped on. Honestly, the timing is unreal good. Yeah. Awesome. That's a good sign, bro. Let's go.
What's up? Let's go.
Yeah. Yes. We were just saying how when the lead comes in, don't even look at the notes. Have your sales guy call. Don't trust the word of this VA. Get that seller on the line and find out what's real.
Yeah, I remember you were talking about, I think you tweeted like, if I should call my lead if it says, I don't want to sell until like the 6-month timeline mark or something. Everyone was like, call them, dude. Call them. It's so strange because there's so many people that put that and then they're willing to sell right away. So you never know.
Yeah. You can't trust what these sellers say to some Egyptian on the other side of the country,
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Nah, that's right, man.
Agreed.
Yes. Jordan, how we living? You crushing it or what?
Yeah, I had to go notarize some documents, which is annoying as hell. Like when you can't notarize online and they only do it in person, so annoying.
That is definitely annoying.
Yeah, but we just bought that property in South Carolina. So yeah, we're just stacking shit up, man. Stacking shit up.
Go.
Claim. It's a good
go
so far. Real good.
Beast. I love to hear it. I love to see it. Let's go. Sir.
Good stuff, man. Let's go. Closed on it. What are you gonna do with it?
We're gonna flip it. It needs only like 10 grand worth of work, so we're literally just buying it.
Yeah.
Literally finished the work, and he said it'll take 5 to 6 days, and then we're just throwing it right back on the market. So,
me and Matt, I'm doing the same thing with a buddy of mine. We're closing on the house. Hopefully by the end of the week. We're dealing with the HOA right now. The HOA is not. They're dragging their feet. Why? I don't know.
They're a pain in the ass. Is that what Max? That one?
It's Max. Yes.
Cool.
We're getting it at, what is it? 210, and I think the as is value is like 315. We're gonna buy it,
Amazing.
get the stuff out, probably not paint, maybe paint, probably not paint. We'll see.
Yeah.
But paint would be the tip top extent of what we're gonna do. We're probably. I don't think we have to paint. I think we can literally just clean it out a list. So
to both of you guys, how often are you guys, or have you ever, like, actually like fully fix and flip the property, hotel the property? Has that been in your process yet, or not really?
for me, yeah, I've done a flip. But again, I partnered with Santini. You know, just I have limited bandwidth, so for me to actually do a flip successfully, I'd have to take my foot off the gas for my wholesale business, where that like it would be pretty silly. Yeah. I'm not set up to do that, but like I've flipped with Santini. I've done. I haven't made money with it yet, but I've done a number of novations where I did some light rehabs. Hey, that's actually a lie. I made money the first time, and then I was like, "Oh wow, this is great!" And then I've tried to replicate it, and something always happened. Yeah. But the first time I actually did make money, it went well.
Nice. No,
that's it.
Yeah, it's not in my arsenal, bro. It's not. I haven't never done a full fix and flip. Rarely put too much money in any property. But yeah, it's just kind of the rule of one. Like there's a sub 2 deal we have right now, 0 down, that the realtor I was speaking with sold me on buying it. And I was like, for a week or two, I was so focused. I was like, dude, like, I'm going to buy this. I'll make a little bit of money. And then I decided, hey bro, like this is not what I do. This is not what I'm focused on right now. It would just be a distraction. Sure, I make cash flow $300 a month and, make $5,000 from, what I paid in closing costs. It wasn't something that's worth it to me. So dude, I'm really, really, really focused on cash deals and novations. That's it.
Smart man. Yeah. I mean, listen, like if I only buy shit when like one, I need to, or two, like it's like so dumb not to. Right. Mm-hmm. Like last year we had a deal in Milwaukee where the guy was like, look, I need to close in 10 days. Right? Yeah. Like, I don't know the Milwaukee market. I'm like, listen, I'm not going to try to find a buyer that closes in 10 days. I'll just close on it. Cause like he was giving it to us at
cheap enough. Yeah.
5 and as it's worth like $450. So I'm like, dude, I'll just take it down. We ended up selling it for less than I thought, but we still made like $50,000, So it was like,
it was safe money.
Right. So like full fix and flips where you're talking about like $70,000, 60, 80, $100,000 worth of work. I don't like doing those, like unless I'm with someone, because like, just like Noah said, and like you said, like the bandwidth, that's not really in my arsenal either. I'd rather get something so low and not really have to do anything to it and sell it low as well, but just higher than I got it. Right. So it takes no skill or talent on my end. It's just, did I get it low enough and can I sell it higher? That's pretty much it, right? But I think anything else, like if we're talking about full fix and flips, it requires a lot, bro. It requires, like, I'm buying 3 right now. So like out of my own money, I'm coming out of pocket like $130,000, right? Like for the hard money down payments. That's a lot of fucking money, Yeah. And if I was renovating all those and shit like that, like that's a full-time job in it of itself. So
we're doing, goodness,
focusing on like wholesale innovation, smart. That's where most of it is anyway.
And the money management, which like nobody really talks about. Like I'm just gonna talk about it because I've messed up the money management. So I'm just gonna say it. I think the money management is difficult enough to do when you're running a wholesale business. Never mind if you want to add in flips on top of that, or even or buying in refis. Like, bro, that really just like doubles the complexity of your money management. And I don't have that skill yet where I could do both. I have the ability to do one at a time, just one.
Yeah. I have a very high stress, and while I'm doing it, like when I'm in the middle of it, I'm like, oh fuck, why did I do this? Why did I buy every time? Like I promised myself I wouldn't buy any more properties. Here I am buying another 3.
Got 3 of them.
Like hard money down payment, you got to pay for the appraisal, you got to pay for the utilities you got to pay for the holding costs, like you got to pay for the repairs. Like, it's a lot of shit you gotta keep track of. It can get real messy. The flip side of it is like one good one though could really like set you up. You know, one good one, you make 80 grand, 100, 120 grand. Like that's a big boost from just one deal. You know, like that's the only time it's really worth it.
Fair. Well, one thing I'm really 2026 I'm going to utilize a lot is I'm going to utilize my relationship with Max Lomas a lot because the reason I say that is I think it seems that short sales are just like, bro, they're through the roof right now. A lot of short sales, a great opportunity, and man, that's a good guy to partner with. And you can't, if it's a short sale, you can't wholesale those, obviously. So I think it's going to add a lot of extra deal flow for me, I think. And Santini will do it with me too. So it's not like I'm pigeonholed, but like, yeah, bro, it's really cool to do good business for long enough to have good relationships. That's the thing about this biz, bro. If you just, all you guys in the chat, like if you just stick with this and just do good business the whole time, like the friends that you make through this will really just give you so many extra things. Cause like, I don't like for right now, like I'm like, if I get a lead that they don't have any equity, it's like because I do the whole pre-foreclosure thing with a text. A lot of these people don't have any equity, and I'm just throwing those leads away. But apparently, these banks right now are really like it's so easy to do a short sale. I've talked to Max and Santini's been saying it as well. Like they're really generous with these short sales. So any of those people, they're cooked. They're going to lose the house anyway. Why wouldn't they say yes to the short sale? Nick Naprana, he's told me this too. Like short sale, there's a lot of money in there. He told me that a while ago, and I wasn't ready to listen to it, which was silly of me. But short sales are the way to go, bro. Max said he'll partner with me, and I bet he'd partner with both of you guys if you got any good short sale leads, and he'll just deal with the whole process, and you guys will get it super cheap.
Yeah, short sales are like they ebb and flow heavily. Like there's times, like there's years where banks won't negotiate heavily, and obviously it depends on if it's a big bank or a small bank.
Yes,
it's like Chase or something, like they're not going to really negotiate with you. They have all the money in the world. At the right time, like there's same as if it's short sales are slow, it flips to short sales being hot and banks willing to negotiate. It's the same thing. It's almost as if the bank is the seller now and you're trying to negotiate at a price where you can get an absolute steal to where if you had to buy it, you would make a good amount of money. And it's not really that hard. You just have to get, if you have like a good short sale processor, which I do, and I could share with both of you guys, like they handle that whole process really for you. They get paid their own way, right? And you just have to help, the seller maybe get some documentation submitted to the short sale processor, and then they kind of just negotiate with the bank. But I think right now is a good time for short sales. So those no equity ones that you're not going to do a sub 2 with or anything,
Sub 2 is so dorky.
I gotta ask you guys.
It's so dorky.
Everybody else got to be wondering too. What is it you guys are doing with the short sales? I know reverse flip with Willie Dennis. They're buying the deed, going using their loss mitigation company, getting the numbers down, and then selling, taking that equity. Well, what are you guys doing? Are you paying $500 to get the deed? Yeah, tell me, sorry.
Good.
Ooh, this is what I'm doing, and I think Noah, you're more on my wavelength with your setup. I think I'm doing this. Would you be down with a short sale? We'll beat the banks this way. Forget the banks. Me and you need to win. Let's go. You don't have any equity. Let's cut them at their knees. Forget these banks. And they get all jacked up because they have beef with the bank. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. They're like, yeah, Nikki, forget these people. But yo, let's do the short sale. We'll cut them at the knees. And I think you're allowed to walk with like $5,000 or so for like moving expenses. I think they'll let you work that in, maybe even 10. Let's see how much we can get you. Forget these fools. And they get all jacked up. And then you say, all right, let me get my buddy on the line. You call up Max, and then Max and his team takes it, and then you walk away into the sunset. Never think about it again. And then you keep running your wholesale business. And then you just keep checking in with Max.
Okay. So
and then don't worry about any of those other things and only worry about your wholesale business.
Yeah, and just to specify that too is Like when the short sale processor and the bank agree on a price, like you just get under contract for that price now. It's as if the bank is the seller, basically. So if the mortgage owed is $400,000 and they get negotiated down to $250,000, you could buy it for $250,000. Let's just say the ARV is $450,000 or something like that. Now you could do whatever you want with it. You could wholesale it, you could fix and flip it, right? So it's as simple as that. It's not too complicated with like the deed and kind of.
You can wholesale these?
Yeah, you can wholesale them.
I didn't know that you could. Maybe you take everything I say and you throw it in the trash can. I thought that you had to buy them. I didn't know that you were allowed to assign.
No, in certain scenarios, yeah, you're allowed to assign. I think it's a little different of a process. Like when I first got into the business, I thought short sales were my ticket to ridiculous wealth, because I'm like, well, I'm getting all these short sale leads, and I'm like, yeah, buyers will definitely pay me in advance and take the risk of negotiating with the bank, which was not the case at all. No one wanted to do that, but I swore they would. But they were like, yeah, listen, like you can wholesale it to me after you go through it. So there is scenarios where you could wholesale them, but your goal should be getting it as low as possible to the point where if you had to buy it, like not a problem because you got it at such a good price.
So what agreements are you getting signed with the seller up front?
Yeah, so that definitely depends on the state as well. And you're going to want to check in. I haven't done it in so long, maybe like 2 years, with the short sale processor, because they have to get certain documentation to prove like that the seller can't pay the mortgage and, all this type of shit. But they will have the seller directly sign something kind of with them that basically stops the pre-foreclosure if they are in pre-foreclosure, and then begins the short sale negotiation between the negotiator and the bank. But I think that paperwork kind of changes everywhere.
And if they're already in foreclosure, is it too late if the date's set? Or
no, I think in most cases, like it stops the foreclosure, which is one thing that you should pitch to a seller, right? It's like, listen, you're either going to get foreclosed on, the bank, all these rich people are going to get your house and your credit's going to be shot and you're going to walk away with nothing. With a short sale, at least we screw the bank, like Nikki was saying. Like that's actually, like, it works, right? Screw the bank. Your credit score is going to take a hit, but not as big of a hit as if you got foreclosed on, okay? And we can get you something, because legally they're not supposed to walk away with anything from a short sale, but we can get you something for moving expenses, like $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, who knows? And automatically, that's obviously a way better option. And on top of that, they're able to stay in the property while like the short sale is being negotiated. So they kind of
it takes a while.
It could take 3 to 12 months, right? So like
these are long-term plays. No, they're not like.
So that is way better.
And if you get a if you want to handle it yourself, you get a good short sale like spec person that Jordan's talking about. Get one that's so good they're teaching you. You know.
Yeah.
I would call Jordan right away.
I'll you team up with Jordan on it, bro.
Hey, come on!
I've been working with her since 2018. Yeah, so.
Oh, maybe forget Max. So we now team up with Jordan.
Sorry, Max.
Max, you're out.
But yeah, listen, they're not too difficult. They're just like, sellers in that state are either like ready to go, or they're like, they still don't think it's real. They're not all there in the head, so you got to deal with those type of people. That's really the only downfall. But other than that, we can get it done.
So, Jordan, let me ask. So if I get some good short sale leads, I could just bring them to you instead.
Yeah.
Max.
Listen.
Oh, bro, let's go. Let's get this money.
You bring them to whoever you want, but I'm here if you need me.
Oh, I like that, man.
My boy, what do you mean? Let's go. Let's stack it up.
I got you if you need me.
Everybody in chat, forget about going to Max. You go to the Bull Jordan. Let's go. Let's get it.
You guys know, maybe we should get to some of these comments first. The short sale queen. Anybody know what happened to her? I remember that being a little thing.
I don't know what happened to her. I remember.
Oh, wait a minute. Didn't she get in trouble for something?
I think she's probably still locked up based on how popular it was. I don't know what happened, though. We'll have to dive in since
wait, she got arrested?
She got in a lot of trouble. Don't do what she was doing. I don't know what she was doing.
It was something dirty, but we should probably read into it. Just a
Yeah. Wow, I didn't know that, but I do remember she was big. She was real big.
Really? Oh, well, I'm not trying to sit down. I'm trying to stand up, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll do a little
no
research.
way.
We'll do a little
No
research.
way. Oh, so Zion Myers was saying, first off, Matthew Doyle goes, you know what? No, this guy over here. What's your end goal, would you say, Nick? And where do you guys get leads? For instance, I use zip codes or zip quotes. I don't know what zip quotes means. You guys?
No, I'm unfamiliar.
Where he gets
I don't
leads
mean
insurance.
where I get leads. I got a cold. I just buy them through a cold call company, my boy. And it's funny, we all use one of the same ones. So if you want to know what cold call company we're using and you want to do that, slide one of us a DM and we'll tell you. But cold call, we're big cold call people here.
Yep.
Boom.
100%.
Okay.
This was at you, Jordan. This was at you. Buying that one that you just put 10 into.
Yeah. I always will go for innovation first. Always. The only time that we're going to do like a wholesale is if they actually have to close quicker than 45, 60, 75 days. So we're pitching always cash, like super low innovation. But if they're like this person was getting a divorce and like had to sell fast because like his business was having trouble and stuff like that. So he needed money quick. The ex-wife needed money quick. Like they could not wait at all. Plus it's in South Carolina, which is a pain in the ass to do novations and stuff like that. So it just happened to work out well. But yeah, like just to preface that, instead of doing a wholetailing, you should always go for novation first because it's way less risk, way less trouble, and way less upfront money on you're not paying any double closing costs and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the only time. If we go pitch novation and they need a way quicker closing timeline.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
With the and with innovation, you can probably even give the seller a little bit more money too.
100%. Like I would have given this guy $375 to $380. So he's leaving basically 50 grand on the table just to close 30 days quicker.
Yeah.
Motivation. It's just the motivation.
Yeah. Wow. That's impatient.
Ouch. Don't be impatient. Oh my goodness.
Don't be impatient.
Oh man, and anything. You know what? I was impatient last week, and I accepted an offer that was low. It was too low. I mean, I accepted. It was fine. It was it was for 15 grand. But if I waited, I would have gotten 20. If I waited 2 more days, silly.
Man, sometimes you got to take it though. You got to take it.
Yeah, I've done it.
Yes.
15
We've all
grand.
done it. We've done it.
Yeah.
All right. Matthew Doyle wants to know if we've ever used Newly PPL, and if so, thoughts on it.
No, I've never even heard of it.
Maybe careful with these PPL companies,
They're a little up and coming. I've seen them. I think I've spoken with the guy that owns it. I didn't go with them, but there's a guy in my community that used them for a little bit, and he will also tell you, dude, every lead is the exact same. It doesn't matter the source, yada yada.
Yeah, I actually think don't do I think PPL is a mistake unless you're doing coupon club leads from iSpeed to Lead because they're cheap.
Even then, I mean, they are super cheap, but
they're cheap. But I'm saying it's better than nothing. Like if you just want to start getting leads right this second, I think if you're going to do PPL, I think that is the right move. I don't think that you need to be spending, PPL money. If you are,
agreed.
Make a longer term investment and do your own PPC or SEO. I think PPL. I learned this year. Going into this year, I thought that like PPL was just gonna oh my goodness, this is my life is gonna be super easy now. I'll just spend $5 grand a week and I'll do a 25 grand deal every week. Blah 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 blah. But it's not a good primary marketing source. It's great. There's an argument that it could be a good supplemental thing if you're already spending a bunch of money, but primary is not it. You can't. It doesn't work that way.
Mm-hmm.
Too inconsistent.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna get cold call leads, some PPC, probably some Facebook leads from there. You might as well source them yourself.
Yep.
Yeah. There's no difference. I think cheap leads, bro. If you want to make it easy to be profitable, just get some cheap leads. If once you're already great with that, and then you want to add something on, like Jordan added on a bunch of PPC, and now he also does a bunch of PPC, but he still does a bunch of cheap leads too.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, Zion Myers got some title issues with a property under contract. He wants to explain this year.
So he has a property under contract. The seller inherited the property. The problem is the property was sold at a sheriff's sale in 2015, but the seller got a quit claim deed from the company. Who got it? Sorry. The quit claim deed is from 2020. He submitted the deed to the title company, and they told them it was never recorded, and they don't want to work with it anymore. What does he need to do to get a new one?
Oh, I already have the answer to this. The seller got beat. Is the answer to this. The seller's beat. There is no deal. He doesn't own the house. I've seen this happen before. Seller is just beat. I've seen this happen a couple of times. So there's only one thing you can do. Never think about this deal ever again and go get another one.
Yeah. That a very similar thing happened to me in Camden, which I'm sure yours happened in Philly, I'm guessing.
Yeah, two in Philly.
Yeah,
two in Philly.
Them are the title work in Philly and Camden are just absolute messes over there.
Yes.
So and that was we could do absolutely nothing. That was it. It was like you said, seller just didn't own the property basically.
Yes, I had something on. You know what's there's this guy who's almost famous in Philly. Everyone's had this lead. At Atlantic Street is the name of the street, and so many of my boys, and whenever at this point he's been around enough. So like if you're in the know, you know that you like obviously who this guy is, but like the person he bought the property from, when they bought it, it was Fugazi. So like 2 transactions ago, it was not real. He bought it, house caught on fire. He got the payout from it and made money on it. And now when he's going to resell it, they're like, oh, this was a fake sale 2 sales ago. What the fuck are you talking about? This isn't even your house. So he got he actually made money. So it worked out for him actually.
That's
But awesome guy too, by the way. But yeah,
that's nuts. Oh my goodness.
Everyone's had him as a lead. He's infamous in the city. my boy. But yeah, it happens. Never think about this lead ever again and get another one.
Yeah.
All right, Nikki PC. Property tax liens held by non-government third parties in subordinate position are also negotiable like banks are on short sales. They would get wiped out if the government foreclosed anyway.
Interesting.
Yo, actually, for real, it's I encountered my first one of these in Jersey. That some individual third party had a tax lien on this one house, and it was very frightening. Luckily, it worked out, but I was very frightened.
What came of it? Like what was the process of that?
So I don't really know. I did this deal with Santini, and the lien holder had to agree to the sale. And like there was a bunch of these weird stipulations, and like they had we could have went through this like remediation thing or blah blah. I don't know, but it seemed I don't know all the mumbo jumbo mouth words, but I was scary.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Quickest you've closed a deal?
I think mine was 12 days.
Beast.
Oh, actually, the house I bought in Milwaukee, we closed faster than that. But wholesale, I think 12 days. Yeah, I've never had like a super fast one, like 5 days or anything like that.
I have dispoed for somebody else, and it was and it's closed quick, like same week or within 2 business weeks. Within 2 business weeks is probably the quickest though.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say I think my fastest close ever was one that I locked it up, had it assigned in 25 minutes, and the guy was ready to close. I think we closed in like 10 days.
Yeah, nice. Those are the best, aren't they?
Yeah. Talk about taking your momentum and just like throwing it in the air.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Those are just gifts from the universe. Like, yeah, Jordan, you deserve this. Keep pushing. Boom.
That's literally how I feel about them. No joke. Like, wow, that was super sweet. That was literally a gift.
Really? Yeah. It's like, oh, you're right. I should keep doing this. Thank you. That's how I look at it every single time.
Nick, it's funny you say that because I got the wire for that specific deal the day that my daughter was born.
Wow.
Get out. That's fire. Let's go.
Thank God. You know, literally, that's how it felt. It was like, oh my goodness, like, can I even accept any more blessings? Like, what?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I always tell myself, like, really, I've said this before. You know, I always remind myself I could ask for more.
That's right.
Let's go. Someone go.
Ooh. We're getting some
lead providers.
Some pitches, some poachers right here.
Oh man. All right. You know what? I'll troubleshoot you with my other guy. Give me 2 free callers for a month. You know, boom. I'll give you the data. You give me 2 free callers for the month, and then yeah, the beauty is if you get one of us, you'll get a bunch of other people too, because we'll tell them if you're good, and if you're bad, we'll tell them too.
So what's the best way to connect?
DM us on Instagram.
DM us. We'll give you a shot. You know you're gonna get some custies if you get one of us and you do a good service.
The Jordan Santiago on Instagram. Spit your IG handles right now so you can reach out to us.
Nick Wholesale's houses, because I'll tell you what, if you're any good, I'd love if you're good and at a good price, I'd love to put the boys onto you because this is for the boys, and that's it. Let's go for the boys. No gatekeeping here.
Hit up official Noah Clark. That's it. We'll see what's good.
Hey, official Noah Clark. There we go. Nick Wholesale's houses. Ooh. What do you tell the seller since she believes she has right to the property? This is my first deal I have under contract. You call her, forgive me, but you're beat. You don't own this house. Just tell her she's beat.
Yeah,
it's super messed up. I feel for you, but you're beat.
Yeah.
You don't own the house.
Yeah. You're beat. And then move on. And guess what? If this was your first experience, like your first deal that you got this far, that is a great sign. I know that may sound crazy, but I mean it. That's a great sign. Keep pushing. You got so close. You are so close to your first deal. I really mean it. Keep pushing. You're a beast. I love that. And the fact that you're in here in the chat, keep it pushing, my boy. I really mean it. You're so close.
Yeah, let's go, bro. Right there, man. I agree for sure. I mean, that's the equivalent to getting into the closing table and a lien pops up. You're doing it, bro. Let's go.
You're doing it. You're so close. The next one you get is going to get to the closing table. The next one you get, the chances of it not closing are so small. Like this is the best spot that you could be in.
That's like a prerequisite, right? For you to get it like first deal under contract, and then something happened. Like, dude. So it's like I know probably right now you're like, oh, why me? But I'm telling you that has happened to almost everyone. So you're there, bro. Just keep doing it. Keep going.
Yep. First deal I got under contract, the buyer just went ghost on me, and they decided like, yeah, I'm not buying anymore. Blah 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 blah. And I thought and it blew up that way. Everyone's first deal usually, like not every time, but it often gets blown up, and that's the universe testing you. It's like, how bad does he want it? Keep pushing.
Dude, I had to beg my father to give me $2,500 for earnest money deposit in my first contract. It was listed for like a year at 150. I got it locked up at like 120. Tried to sell it over what it was listed for. Lost the money. It was awful, bro. So, it happens. Let's go.
Beast. Yeah, you're the man. I love that. Let's go,
It was
dude.
awful as well. Like just not even close, bro. It was like a 1.5, which was the ARV I got it locked up for, and I was trying to sell it for 1.6. Everyone was like, "What the fuck?" Like it was just not even close. But like, it sucks, and like you hate when wholesalers send you bad deals. But then I also remember like I was that person too, and like I learned so much from those experiences. So like when I do get those people, you got to give them game too, because like once they get it, they'll come back to you with good deals. Like it's a long-term play, like helping people and educating them.
Facts, and they'll remember that you were the one that actually answered 100%. Them, and you were cool with them and helped.
Without a doubt.
Facts.
Long-term game, man. I like that. That's all it is.
Beast. All right. Any tax strategy? I'm using some houses I've bought as an investor this year to do cost seg and accelerate depreciation. But outside of that, any strategies wholesalers regularly use? Boom.
I got no game to give on that. None.
I only have one piece of game, and it's like I don't know. I'm guessing it's not going to be applicable to you, but like I have a social media company because I do all this social media stuff, and that's really helpful. Like for me, that's super helpful as far as like writing shit off.
Mm-hmm.
Like it'll give you a bunch of extra write-offs that you wouldn't normally be able to write off as far as like clothing or like bullshit like that, or like, you know, I don't know. Or like what's your biggest expense? You could probably do a content, like something like you could do content around that, and then it's write-offs, you know, like, so like our groceries, like not all of our groceries, whatever, but like a lot of our stuff, like my wife has her own content thing that she does. It's profitable. And like her only cost of doing business is buying our groceries, you know, and like that's all taken care of. So I think that like, I don't know, content could be your answer. Like if you have a hobby, that's it, or something like that, like it's additional things that you could do to maybe offset some of that. I don't know if it's worth it to you, but that's the only thing that I would recommend that maybe you don't know about.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boom.
I just write off every single thing I spend money on.
Yeah. That's it. I wish I had something cool though.
Yeah, like I have the normal stuff, but like not anything. Like,
yeah,
I've never heard of that before. You know, like
yes,
any of that.
That's what I'm saying. The only thing I know of that like is beneficial, like to my family, that I don't hear people talk about is like what, like and I think I would assume you have to be profitable. Like my social media thing is profitable, so I'm able to do it. But like the things that it's like the things that I spend money on to do the social media stuff, I was going to spend that money anyway, but now it's a full write-off.
Well, do you write off your rent as well?
You know what? Charles says I'm not allowed to write off my whole rent, but I write off the most he lets me do. I forgot what it is. Forgive me, but
home office thing. Yeah, it's
exactly
as well. Yep.
Cool. Yeah, 25% of the electric, the internet, whatever it is. Yeah, I'm writing it.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Beast. Yeah, buddy. But I don't have anything cool other than content. That's it.
Ask ChatGPT, man. It'll help. She'll help.
Yeah.
Did you guys recommend cold calling on my own while I build up my bag? I've got a dialer. I just don't know how long it'll take to get a deal if I'm cold calling by myself versus paying for a VA. Noah, I see you making faces already, bro. What are you going to say?
I don't want to say nothing. You guys handle this real quick.
I will say this. There is one type of avatar that could work for. And this is what that avatar is. I was this avatar, so that's why I'm going to say it. Because like there is this person that exists. It would have been smarter if I didn't do this, but maybe it wouldn't have been. If you are already in sales and you're already in phone sales and you're already successful with phone sales, but you don't have any money, maybe that could work for you. If you are not already good at phone sales, well trained in phone sales, and successful in phone sales, this would be it'll be a terrible thing for you to do. The only way I've ever seen this work are people that were already just cold calling all day anyway for just like a different thing. And now they're just switching widgets. And I've seen that work before. But I think that it's still a bad idea to just get it. If you don't have the money for cold call, don't get one cold caller. I think you need to get at least 2 for it to actually work. And if you don't have the money for that, that's super gangsta, bro. Embrace it. Boom. Now you get to start clean. Do agent outreach for free. That's it.
Yep.
And you don't have to be good. You don't have to be able to talk to do agent outreach. You just have to be consistent.
Yeah. Pretty much it. If you got the money, get 2 VAs. I mean, that's the ideal scenario right there, right? Because obviously, like, staying on the phone, calling yourself, the pain in the ass. If you need to do that though. Like, if that is your preferred way, the only way you're going to generate leads, do that instead of sitting on your ass doing nothing. But if you really have like nothing going, like in the bank account right now, either do that or, like Nikki said, do agent outreach consistently.
Do agent outreach, bro.
Slap a number on a whiteboard and look at it and say, all right, I'm going to reach out to this many people every single day until I get a deal, and you will get a deal. And then you can use that money to hire 2 VAs, and then you get rock and roll.
Perfect plan. Boom.
That's it.
It's really not simple. I mean, it's really not complicated. It's really simple.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Boom. If I wanted to do agent outreach, how do I structure the wholesale deal out of it? You reach out to the listing agent on the listed property. You get it under contract. You sign the contract, just like anything else. And if you want to learn how to do it, I have a video on my YouTube. If you go to YouTube, type in MLS offer system, and then boom, there we go. That's the whole play right there in that video, step by step, word for word, no gatekeeping. Boom.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Boom.
Yeah, don't worry about the small details. Just get an offer accepted first. That's it. That's all you got to worry about. A good offer.
That's it.
A discounted offer accepted.
Facts. Boom.
That's it. Sorry, guys. I'm checking out. I'm back to work right now.
Do it. There's one more question. Let's run. How much do you give the agent as a cut? The seller's going to pay them their commission. You don't got to worry about it.
That's it.
Boom. All right, let's wrap this up. It's been an hour, fellas. I got to get back to work. I appreciate you two so friggin' much.
Great game, man. Great game today. Appreciate you guys.
Heck yeah, fellas.
All right,
guys. Have a good one. Keep killing it. Let's go. Only like 3 weeks left in the year. Let's go.
Facts.
What you do now will pay you in January and February. So get it rolling.
100%. There's so many doofuses with their foot off the gas pedal right now. Time to crush them.
Let's go. All right, see you, gang.
Signing off.